Hello everybody, in today's video I will talk about a live instrument in combination with MIDI patterns, with MIDI styles. So 2 months ago I told you that Catron event is future. That is new keyboard, that is new era of modern arranger keyboard that is totally different from everything that we have until yet. Now Catron has two very important things. One of that is tone shift that we talked about in my last video, and this one is live instrument, real chords, real bass. We had live guitar and live drums in Catron SD. We have it there, and we know actually what is that, but live instruments, real bass and real guitars in something even better and something new. We have actually live instruments that are playing combined with Catron. It looks like we have, beside of arranger player, we have guitar player, or we have bass guitar player. You always know when you are listening music, if somebody is playing arranger, if you are experienced musician, you will be able to hear that somebody is playing arranger keyboard, because arranger keyboard sounds on its way and live band sounds on different way. So it is analog sound, it is live sound that has another spectre of the sound, body of the instruments, a body of the sound, and in mix everything sounds totally different. Now, without real guitar player, person beside you, or bass guitar player, now you can put those instruments in Catron using loops or using live real instruments here inside of Catron, and they will sound on the same way. So it is rich sound, natural, warm, and you will be able to hear difference between MIDI patterns and combination of MIDI patterns with real instruments. So now I am going to choose one MIDI pattern. That is something that you have already in your Korg PA, doesn't matter which PA, PA5 or whatever, or Genos or any instrument, but now Catron event, beside of that, has live instruments, and that is something totally different. First, MIDI pattern. Let us try chord recognition. It sounds nice because it is Catron sound, and chord recognition works perfectly well. Even better than in Korg SD90 or SD9. I found out that in SD9, sometimes sus chords, sus 2, 4, they don't play, especially sus 2. But this one, this chord recognition works perfectly well. If I compare that to Korg PA5, it is behaving on the same way. Korg PA5 is working perfectly well as well. There is no mistake, and it is really brilliant chord recognition. In Korg and in Catron event, they are even, both of them, they have good chord recognition. Now, but let me go to modeling. When I go in modeling, I can see there is style edit button. Style edit button is button where we can edit style, like what we can find in SD90. There mostly we are dealing with MIDI patterns. We can edit them, choose instruments, and actually it is MIDI pattern that we are editing. Just beside the MIDI pattern, we can choose live guitars that exist in SD90. But here in modeling, we are adding real instrument, real bass or real guitar. Now I'm going to add some real bass, and then here up is MIDI pattern, and down it is going to be real bass. And we will compare real bass with MIDI bass that you can hear on this keyboard or any keyboard that you have in your home, for example, PA5 or Genos or whatever. Okay, now, first I'm going to start with MIDI pattern with bass guitar. Real. You can see how he's moving fingers over wires, and you can feel that that sound is warm and analog and rounded. It sounds nice, like a real instrument. Actually, it is recording of a real instrument. Now I'll play it again. Pay attention. You must have good speakers or good headphones to hear every detail. So now pay attention. MIDI, and after that I'm going to switch to real bass. Rounded sound, warm, analog, realistic. So that is when you have real bass guitar together with arranger keyboard. Now I'm going to go to put some real chords. In this situation I am going to mute other channels. I will just leave bass guitar, drums and real chords. So I want to have trio. I want to have, like when we have band, guitar player, bass guitar player and drummer. And I want to hear how it sounds with just 3 instruments, but 2 of them are real instruments. So first I'm going to choose some of those instruments here, real chords. I will press here. Now, some of you saw a video where a person was talking about choosing different styles or choosing different sounds, and he told you, he gave you wrong information that you have to move this wheel to choose those things. There is no buttons to do that. Watch his video. A lot of things he told you that is not true because he didn't know that instrument. And I made after that video with Catron SD90, and I told you that SD90 is working on different way. So I will check what is going on event. And I did check, and he was wrong. You have button. Now I'm going to press button, look at. I'm going through pages. Same like on SD90. Not wheel, I don't need to touch wheel. So that was wrong information, like many other information on that video, but truth is coming out now. We have time. When truth comes, it is nice to know that somebody gave you wrong information. Now I'm going to play live guitar, live bass and drums. Is there anything missing in this sound? Nothing. Just 3 instruments, but sound is so rich and so nice. It is good mix, and those 3 instruments, they sounds great. Even chord recognition. Sus4, Sus2, diminished chord, 7. Did you hear wire? And rounded sound of bass guitar. And that chords from guitar. Isn't that pleasure? Isn't that future of arranger sound? Actually modern reality. Now, look at that. This is live band. Okay, live musicians are always live musicians because there's more people involved, and if it's that live band, nothing will be ever, nothing compare with several musicians, live musicians. But we can compare this is new level of arranger performing. Now I am going to switch to variation D but MIDI pattern. Listen now. This is what you hear every day from your keyboard, your arranger keyboard that you have. You have some good styles, some bad styles, some real instruments, some supernatural, some natural power, a lot of fancy words to call those instruments. But in reality, this is not that what you can hear from Catron. Look at it, is nice sounding pattern. Listen when I'm playing drums in variation D, how they blend with those other MIDI instruments. But look at that same drums with same feel, how it is behaving if I'm using real instruments. Look at now, you will have feeling that now you have another drums. No, another drums, same drums. But because we have real instruments, in whole picture of orchestra, everything, you will get another feeling. Even those drums will sound much better. Listen that. Look at that feel. Listen to this feel with real instruments. And now MIDI. Now listen with feel. You know what? It is same feel. It sounds same. That feel sounds same. Those drums are same. Everything is same. But they are not together with same people in the band. So now imagine if you are a drummer and you have a good band with you, with good sound, you will sound better as well. You will be in your space and they will be in their space. Now, if you have some musicians who are like, they don't know exactly how to make EQ and how to use compression and how to put themselves in frequency where they belong, then you'll hear drums like this. I mean, it is good, it is excellent. Until yesterday, that was top of the top. But now, as I mentioned to you, yesterday was yesterday, but now we are in future. We are not anymore in past. And now when we are in future, it sounds like this. God, I like this event. I like this new stuff here. I like this sound. I am picky guy. I really enjoy good sound and I want to have good instruments, a good sound system, the best sound card, the best microphones, the best, because I want to enjoy music. It is something that is inside of me that forever I like it. And so that's why I care about that. And when I present to you something, I'm talking maybe a little bit some more than I should talk. And the video is a little bit longer, but I want to make sure that you understand everything that I'm telling you about this. I want to explain you what I can hear, what I feel, and I want to point to some moments of this, my observation related to listening of those instruments and rhythms and styles. So now I have to turn my head to put off my OBS Studio. Thank you very much. Please put your comments, and if you like my videos, please suggest them to some other people to watch them. Then I can have more subscribers. Is that correct? I think I deserve them.